India's first skin positivity influencer.
I want to put out my real skin. I want to show them what my skin looks like.
She's inspiring people to love their raw self.
Being a skin positive influencer is to, embrace the skin that you're in, because nobody has perfect skin.
NewsX influencer A-list proudly recognizes Prableen Kaur Bumrah for influence in skin positivity.
Hello and welcome. You're joining us on NewsX Influencer A-List. With us today is India's first skin-positive influencer, Prableen Kaur Bumrah. Prableen, thank you so much for joining us and a very warm welcome to NewsX.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. I think I'm honored to be a part of something like this. And thank you for having me here.
We're so glad to have you, Prableen. And from the get-go, I want to know from you, when we say, you're a skin positive influencer, tell us, what does it mean to be a skin positive influencer?
I think so I will just give you a little, back end of this, that when I started, I didn't find anyone who was, talking about skin positivity, who was talking about, like embracing their skin. Everyone was talking about body positivity and, like how you should embrace your body. But I was someone that was dealing with so much acne. I'm PCOS positive and I have tremendous amount of acne, like even on my body. And it's hormonal acne. So it pains a lot. So I've been diagnosed with it for like 3 to 4 years now. And when I came on this platform, I also thought like, I'll be a nice, like makeup influencer who will just, put nice filtered pictures and stuff. But then when I started uploading pictures, I was not different from anyone. I was just another influencer who was just creating the same content that people have seen on the platform. Yeah. So I was like, this is not the real me, like every day to sit and edit those acne marks and, every day to edit those, blur out all those imperfections. That was a task. And I was like, why do I do it? Because there are so many people that go through the same thing, every day they're just sitting back, they're editing. And I was like, I don't want to do this way. I want to put out my real skin. I want to show them what my skin looks like, because I know there are so many people that are going to feel relatable to it, and that are going to, feel at home that, this is us. I also have skin like this and it's totally normal. So I think being a skin positive influencer is to, embrace the skin that you're in, because nobody has perfect skin. And that's just a myth that, you have to have perfect glowy skin. Nobody has it. Everyone has texture. Everyone has acne, scars,
so
at least sometime in their life.
Yeah, very true, and at some point we've all faced these kind of issues, right? Adolescence, every single person has acne and, breakouts, etc. But it's also something that, like you said, is not talked about much. People out there, even if you see, famous people, you'll never see a single pimple. It's always flawless. It's always perfect. So when you came out there and you said, I'm not going to sit here and blur my acne. I'm going to own it. Was there ever, some kind of apprehension that you had? Were you ever scared?
Very scared. Oh my God. When I remember, like when when it started off, everything was all like, all glamorous, I was putting up the filters and everything. And then there was this event that I went to. I don't know if you've read of it somewhere, but there was this event I went to where all of these influencers were on board and all of us met each other for the first time. And you'll be shocked. I went there. They didn't even greet me. The first thing they said was, oh my God, look at your skin. Like, what is it on your skin? Your skin looks so clear in pictures. Like, why is your skin? You have so much acne. I think you should go to a doctor. And they started giving me recommendations. I was like, you've met me for the first time. At least greet me. That is the first thing you see. And I was so upset. I was so upset. I started crying at the event. Okay. And I ran back to my car and I was sitting in the car and I was crying. And I'm like, this is not what I want to do. I was so scared because I was like, everyone does it. When everyone's putting filter, it's completely normal. But when I started putting the real side of me, the no filter side of me, it just became viral. the content went crazy. There was so many people that were approaching me. I had so many, like, there was so much love and so much motivation from the audience that this is what I'm going through too. Like, thank you for doing this, thank you for inspiring me. Like, every day I wake up, I see your picture and I feel good about myself, and that is what I am here for. So I think I was so scared about this when I started off, but I think now I'm in such a good place where I know that this is what my page is about. I want it to be like this. I want it to be me.
Yeah, true. And
There
probably
should be no difference.
So very interesting. I actually want to talk about this difference that you're talking about. So, you said that when you started out, you also thought that putting out makeup videos was going to be something that you'd like to do, right? But then you decided that you wanted a niche of yourself. Do you think that it's important to resonate with the person that you are on the internet to be able to be successful? I mean, do you think that if you hadn't put yourself out there, you would have been where you are today?
I personally think that is what has happened with me. There are many influencers that can just, they can show something wherein in real life it might not be true, but I think that was not working out for me. I didn't want any of my follower in my life ever to meet me and, say the same comment that those influencers told me. I wanted them to meet me and be like, okay, this is how she is on camera, this is how she is in real life. And that is what niche was for me. I wanted it to just be raw and real, just like this is Prableen on camera and this is how she is in real life.
So do you
I think that
this also comes, and I have to ask you is, do you think this also comes from the fact that there's a lot of objectification that happens on the internet? Because, people out there on the internet, faceless people, right? They're looking at you and they're passing comments and they're saying all sorts of things. So there's also a certain kind of gratification that you want from there. Where do you think influencers do or can draw the line between that sort of objectification and empowerment? Where is that line?
I think it's all in your head, to be very honest. I think when it's about me, I got so much hate. Like, there were comments straight up saying, you're so ugly, like, get off the internet, stop posting pictures, we don't want to see your content, we don't want to see your pictures. Because I kept on doing it for I put posts like weekly. I make sure that I'm putting acne positivity posts. I would get such hate comments, and I drew the line where I felt that this is not going to add anything to me or to my followers. This is not going to add any value there, because my followers are here. The huge amount of following that I have right now, everyone is here just to see my journey, just to see me being myself. And I think that's why we have that connection. I have that connection, that bond with my audience because of that, because there's authenticity. And that is what the audience wants. Like, they want to see someone that is relatable, someone that is like them, rather than someone that's, because everyone's glorious, everyone's glamorous and beautiful on the internet. But there was nobody back then who was unfiltered. And that's why I think that is where I stepped in, and that is why all of this has happened for me.
Have you ever felt objectified, Prableen, when you put yourself out there, when you put your content out there? Have you ever felt there's
a lot of times, because as I said before that, firstly, people don't understand what content creation is. And, they'll just be like, oh, she's just doing it for the fun. She doesn't know what she's uploading. Look how fat she is. Look how much acne she has. She's putting makeup. Don't put makeup. Like, everyone just wants to pass comments. But the person who's doing it takes so much effort. And, when I remember so clearly, I had my face full of acne. And when you have cystic acne, it's painful because you cannot touch it, because it's literally pus on your face. And it's just so painful. I had to apply makeup. I had to remove it with a wet wipe. It was so painful. And to shoot and upload the content and then to get hate also for it. That was a lot for me. And you know, even like there were relatives who would say like random negative things about me. They would be like, you know, and I literally just blocked them. I was like, I don't want this hate. I know what I'm doing. I know what my vision is. I want everyone to feel comfortable in their skin, and this
How did you
stereotype.
march through this? How did you, just block everything, put blinders on, and say that I'm going to do this now. I don't care for the world.
That was when my first picture I posted of my acne, that picture went viral. And when that picture went viral, you should have seen the DMs. People were just bombarding with comments, with, you know, like just messages, so much love and so much appreciation from audience all over the world. And I was amazed to know that so many people feel the same way, but they don't have a voice.
Yeah.
And that is why I was like, you know, like those 5 6 relatives who say past comments, they literally don't matter, because I don't even meet them once in the whole year. So why to let that affect me? And that took a lot of time for me to explain that to my parents as well, that what I'm doing is important. I'm being a voice for so many people, so you also need to understand that and, you know, support me in this. And luckily they have supported me all this while, so I'm like very grateful for it.
Okay, Prableen, we're running out of time, and I would love to carry this conversation forward because it's just so nice talking to you and understanding where you're coming from. But before we wrap this up very quickly, I want to ask you one thing. I want to know what influencing means for you. Because from what I've understood from the conversation that we've just had, it's a lot about a movement. It's all about putting out some kind of content that's going to help other people. What is influencing for you, Prableen?
I think influencing for me is to have this entire audience that feels that's connected to you and that actually gets motivated from what you put out on camera. Whatever you put out on social media, I think if they're actually getting motivated, if you're actually bringing a change in someone's life or motivating them, that is where you're actually being an influencer. Otherwise, just putting up makeup and doing all of that is great. Like, people actually look up to it, but you need to make a change. And I wanted to be an influencer who made a change in someone's life. And I'm just happy that I can do that every single day. So, yeah.
All right, Prableen, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. More power to you, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been an awesome, awesome time with you. Thank you so much for having me here. It's been a pleasure.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.